Most of the structures in the CPR's eastern irrigation section are products of Hugh B. Mucklestone's design, but one integral structure involved the aid of someone else. H.M. Gibb was an associate member of the Canadian Society of Civil Engineers who worked on both the design and construction of the Brooks Aqueduct. Together, these men took on the challenge of getting water across a shallow valley southeast of Brooks. In drawing up the blueprints for what would be the largest aqueduct of its time, some design features set it apart. Mucklestone, in charge of the flume design and hydraulic aspect of the project, took an alternative approach to using pipes and siphons. He insisted upon an elevated channel to bridge the 3.2-kilometer span of the valley. It was the first structure of its scale in the world to make use of a hydrostatic catenary shape, the flume's curved bottom, something even the ancient Roman designs had not included. Another remarkable feature is the inverted siphon built into the aqueduct flume. Conventionally, siphons are supported from below by dirt banks. Gibb's blueprints devised this siphon to go underground for 40 feet and to narrow in the middle so that pressure increased on the water as it passed underneath the railway tracks already crossing the east end of the valley. Gibb and Mucklestone defied architectural norms in designing the Brooks Aqueduct and siphon, but also defied the forces of nature in building it. Due to the alkaline nature of the water in the area, water had to be hauled in train cars from Suffield, nearly 70 kilometers away. The Portland cement insisted upon by Mucklestone for its cost-effectiveness and itself was hauled in from Manitoba. Construction commenced in 1911 on what would be the largest concrete structure of its kind in the world. It would be 3 more years before construction concluded. Despite all its impressive stature, it was not long after until the looming giant began to give both ditch riders and operation managers headaches. One major issue involved the expansion joints, which had to be put in place to allow for the natural expansion and contraction of the cement. They leaked substantially, and the water eroded the base supports of the aqueduct. Another unavoidable factor was the weather. Frost and moisture became trapped in the crevices, remaining there until fall, and increased erosion rates. As R.T. White put it, the aqueduct was an engineer's dream, but an operator's nightmare. Step outside through the big blue door at the back of the museum and venture forth to the Alberts House. Once inside, you will find yourself in the house built by the CPR, originally purposed for housing the main engineers who built the aqueduct. Although records cannot specifically confirm who lived there, we can imagine that it was H.M. Gibb himself who once resided inside while dreaming up the Brooks Aqueduct.